little bit of something to say about truck drivers.
Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back to the Talk Podcast. Today, I will be reacting to a YouTube show called Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And to be honest, this is just, I guess, the most recent. It's kind of a reunion. So anyone interested to get more understanding, you just might want to visit the YouTube channel and scroll to this video.
Okay, let's start over here. Why do we end up popping Tony's?
That was kind of boring. It wasn't nothing like more.
Wait,
Just
what was
like I
boring?
just drive trucks.
I mean, you asked what I do. That's what I do.
Okay. So, did you want to elaborate a little bit on what you meant by that?
He didn't sell himself. He sell himself. He was just a truck driver, and that's it. So it was kind of boring. The response was boring. The occupation for me and my lifestyle, boring. It was never a question of if I knew how much truck drivers make because I don't really care. This is a partnership. I'm a creative. The first thing I said when I came on, I like all things that put me into my creativity. How creative can you be just driving the route? Doesn't seem like you
But does
creative.
what he does change the possibility that he could still be
We're
a
building
creative?
a life together. This is a partnership.
Right.
So if you feel like you're most valuable driving the truck, maybe you might not be the partner to build the life that I'm trying to build.
So for me, this is actually very simple. I'm just going to be very straightforward. What is happening is she just is not attracted to this man. He is not her type. She doesn't find him attractive. It's a typical scenario. He's short, whatever. And for whatever reason, actually, she does not find him attractive. That is valid. That can be her choice, right? So now let's play the game. She's making it about the job thing, right? And if you want to be very honest, you did ask all the men, what do you do for work, right? And some of them, a lot of them actually, they did state what they did for work. You cannot see it in the show, so please visit the YouTube channel. But they also added some kind of hobbies, some things that they do around their leisure time, or something that they're aiming to do, or some of them may have said something that they add like as a side hustle, right? And now this particular man, he really just stated what he does, and what he does, he is a truck driver. You don't need to, love the job. It might be perfect. Like, to me, it's perfectly fine if that is maybe not something that fits into your lifestyle, because I don't know, let's say it's a truck driver that goes, not only around your country, but travels long distance and could be away for, I don't know, like there could be different reasons why it can make sense to say, a certain careers, they're just not for me, right? And I think men have the same choice as well. You would literally hear some men who do not want to date travel nurses because it doesn't fit into the idea of life that they want to live, right? If she's always around and about because of work, it might have some kind of difficulty. So if you would have put that as an argument, I guess so many people would have understand, right? So now moving on and adding to the argument about the creativity part. She seems to be a creative person. I think if you are creative, I don't know, you're just creative for yourself. Yes, is it nice if someone can add to your creativity? I can put a tick to that. I guess it would be nice. But at this point, given that you just asked one question, it's a bit vague, and it's really a bit, I don't want to use the word unfair, but you just did not give this person a chance. If you wanted to find out if people are creative in whatever kind of way, why not just state another question and say, do you guys have any things that you love doing, like in a creative way? Do you like to paint? Do you like to, I don't know, express yourself in whatever kind of way? Do you guys make music? Stuff like that. Like at some point, you would have given it a chance. There could be a moment to find out more about whoever you're talking to. That's what I'm trying to say, right? And then the other thing is that this partnership thing, right? I guess sometimes people just use it, and I catch myself using it when I do this commentary because, they just use it and I'm just going to use it. But do you really want a partnership, or what are you actually looking for? Are you looking for a relationship where both people come in and everyone knows their roles, or are you trying to do this 50-50 thing, right? And then also this lifestyle. What lifestyle are you talking about? Nobody has any idea, because literally you just cut people off coming in with your bubble, right? And I'm sorry to say the clip is going to go on for a while, and at some point you're going to hear someone saying something about age because she is young, and I'm not going to neglect the fact that age plays a role to some degree with, you know, how you go through life. But what I'm seeing in this, and it's not particularly this woman, it's just a pattern that I'm seeing over and over again, and you would even find this in older women as well, but it's just a deluded mind. It's filled with me, my perspective. You cannot even really put that into words to invite the other person into your idea, and only you see what you want to see. The other people don't know what you mean, but therefore they are wrong. Let's keep the clip rolling.
He doesn't feel that way. He's just answering the question that you asked very straightforwardly. What do you do? I'm a truck driver.
So I feel like that might not fit my partnership.
What fits your partnership?
A creative. Because I'm a creative.
Example of like a job that the person would have that you would find to be suitable for you.
I like things that are artistic and not even just artistic.
An example of the job, like an example of a job.
It's not really, the job is not the problem. The person was the problem.
Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
To me, this is the moment where the delusion actually starts kicking in, right? So I don't know if it's just me, but saying that you want someone who's creative, and then someone asking you, okay, try to put that more into perspective, you know, give us an idea. What job would that be? What are you looking for? And to be honest, I would have so many ideas, because creativity can be so different in many areas, right? It could be someone who's gardening. That's definitely a creative job. It could be someone who's a chef. That's definitely a creative job. It could be someone who's an architect. That's definitely a creative job. Yes, you can be creative to some degree because you need to also add the math to it, but you get what I'm saying, right? It can be someone who's an interior designer. It can be someone who paints. It can be someone, like, so many things can be creative. And even with jobs that we would assume that are not creative, people, if you have creativity in you, can add their own sense of creativity to anything, right? So I just don't really understand what she was saying, and I guess that's the problem, because she does not really understand what she was saying, and now it's going to be a whole lot of mumble jumble.
So a truck driver would not be a problem if he was a truck driver that had the mindset of an entrepreneur.
But you don't know the mindset. You're just meeting him. This is the first question.
All I know.
Which means basically nothing. We're not going to get anything that would be valid, to be honest. That is my perspective on this, because now suddenly it's not the job anymore. Now it's the person, right? And if you go along with people like this, you will really never get to an end, because they are the ones who are having an issue, not having a clear mind with what they're actually seeking in a partner, or to be at least as honest to say, look, I'm not attracted to you. Really, because I believe this has nothing to do with the job. Yes, did she ask the question about the job? She did, but when she stood in front of that man,
It just had everything to do with not being attracted to him, which is perfectly fine, right?
and also I just do not appreciate this unnecessarily shaming kind of attitude, like making fun of whatever someone does to make money, right? And someone's doing a good job by being a truck driver. Honestly, it's not an easy job. And I don't know, just sitting there and acting childish is just completely mind-blowing to me. But however this is going to end, you guys will
not get the answer from her. It's just gonna be nothing at the end.
Asking
All you
him.
gave me is you drive trucks. That's all I know.
But
Nope.
that was the answer to the question.
That's all you, okay, so there were other men up there. Many men gave different answers, but what they do, and they sold their stuff a little bit more. You were up there to sell yourself.
Right.
You did not sell yourself as well as the other men. Somebody had to go.
So what would be a suitable answer? Is like, what's an example?
No, there's no
got one.
suitable.
What's an example?
No, there's no suitable.
What's an example?
No, there's no
got one.
suitable.
The truth. And the truth was just not the truth that was compatible with me.
Can I ask you a question? How old are you?
I'm 23.
I figured.
there we
Lauren,
go.
Here we go. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. At this big age of 31, not 50, I just want to clear that out.
Oh, yes.
I ain't gonna hold you. You got me tighter than the booty hole up here. Because do you know how many good men are truck drivers?
What did I say? First, it's not the job. Then it's the person. Now it could be the truck driver. It's just the mindset. Oh, only if he had the mindset of an entrepreneur. And this thing about entrepreneurship, right, is the same, like this typical narrative that you just hear. Oh, you need to be an entrepreneur. Or you need to make 100K. Or it's like the same narrative that someone had said at some point, and we all kind of follow and say the same thing, right? What do you actually mean by that? And in what entrepreneurial field would he tap in with this idea of creativity that you have? Like, it's just a whole lot of nothing. I don't know. For me personally, just to summarize, is it valid that someone who is in their early 20s going to have different perspective to life than someone who is in their 30s? Yes, makes perfectly sense. Nonetheless, I think that even if you are young, right, does not mean that you need to be rude to someone else, that you need to be unnecessarily disrespectful. And I think all these things actually is good to learn that early on, because if you learn how to focus and prioritize the real meaningful things, especially when it comes to relationships, then I guess the outcome is going to turn out really good. And if you don't, then I don't know, just go ahead and have fun. And I hope you guys had fun. See you in the next one. Bye.
Good. Try to be as decent as you possibly can. You never know.